Hey, what's going on everybody? Snoo here, and it's time for another farming video. I got some great news for you all. Some vacation time's coming up for me. In the next couple of weeks, you're going to see me streaming a lot more than usual. Which means I'm going to be coming out with a lot more farming videos than usual. Yes, sir. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I do want to celebrate a little bit on the side. I hit a new breakpoint for my subscriber count. Got 50 subscribers from the last video, which, you know, I'm feeling pretty good about because that video that I came out with was all about the Alch Go strategy. I really made that video for you guys. Honest to God, that Alch Go is not the most lucrative thing I can be doing right now, but I just kept seeing so many comments online. I just couldn't help myself. I had to come out with a video like that just to dispel. Again, I talked all about that in that video. And incidentally, when I was doing that video, I don't want to say I fell in love with the strategy, but I certainly took on a new liking for this lesser style of juicing play that was going on. And this little guy right here, it was beckoning to me, shall we say. I mentioned it in the video that you could run Wrath of the Cosmos, you know, with this Alch Go strategy if you wanted to. Better believe I was thinking about it in the back of my head. I was like, man, I really want to run that. I really want to see what that's like. Because I've never done a Wrath of the Cosmos strategy. I know it could be one of the most lucrative strategies to do on like a day 1, day 2, or even day 3 thing, given how crazy expensive those Eldritch currencies are. But I mean, go on PoE Ninja and look how expensive the grand Eldritch currencies are on like day 2. It's out of this world. So if you could actually pull that off, that'd be incredible. And there'd be very few people that could. So I should probably preface this video by saying, whereas the last strategy that I did on Mesa with the Alch Go was absolutely oriented towards kind of showcasing what you know, anybody could be doing, perhaps at a speed faster than they could normally do it, but it was definitely a strategy you could set up for your Atlas and pull off, for sure, essence farming on Mesa while simultaneously targeting altars. This strategy here, this one's a little bit more for me. This is one I really want to do. I want to try this out because I'm definitely about to be pushing altar farming to the absolute limits. I just kept theory crafting a little bit on the side, like after I made that video. Because, you know, to come completely clean to you guys, I had every intention of making the very next video on Crimson Temple. More or less the same farm I did at the end of the last league, and we were going to see where that juicing strategy was at. And it was certainly a legitimate juicing strategy. That 1000 Crimson Temple map. I may adjust that strategy slightly, but I promise to you here and now that the Crimson Temple farm is coming immediately after that, after this video. So, yeah, kind of dug myself into a hole there, but I feel comfortable enough to make that promise. However, I'm going to do a little video for me, and of course, for your entertainment, because this one is probably going to be a little more entertaining, because I'm going to get my butt handed to me on some of these maps, and I'll probably put that on the highlight reel. You know, there'll be some map that spawns like 10 altars, and well, won't that be fun? Or even worst case, I'll spawn like 3 altars and then run into a solar-touched monster later on when I take 75% more damage. But to help counteract that a little bit, I am not taking Dance of Destruction. I kind of was going to take Wellspring of Creation to really kind of compound against that, because the thing is, like, if you read this, it says you take increased damage, but this says over here you take more damage. So if you take less damage with increased damage, it kind of reverse multiplicative, I guess. That didn't really come out right, but the point is, if you were to take Dance of Destruction while taking Wrath of the Cosmos, those are multiplicative with each other and work against you. That would be a really terrible idea. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to say. You'll notice that the strategy is basically almost identical to it. We still have like that blueprint stuff going on. We still got scouting reports going on. We still have essence going on. We still got strongbox, and we got Eldritch altars, Eater of World. Now you could do this very easily with Searing Exarch. I do believe those currencies are worth a little bit more, but the grand currencies aren't worth. There's not that big of a difference between the value of the grand currencies. And I don't know, I feel like with my build and my strategy, the Searing Exarch monsters, for my character, for whatever reason, are more rippy than the Eater of World monsters. Eater of World monsters I can handle better. So I like running this side better, and it will spawn more altars. Whereas the Searing Exarch is okay for the strategy, as you get a decent chance of spawning the initial altar right away. But you know what? It's not going to really matter because these maps are going to have like 80% pack size on average. It's going to be so many months. I spawned so many crazy months. Guys, oh god, I wasn't going to share this, but I did a 16 map test on this and got 5 raw Divine Orb drops. 16 map test. Stupid lucky. That's not going to happen again, I'm sure. But man, that was a wild ride. Yeah, I had a Solaris Touched monster and they dropped 1. I had a Strongbox duplicate Divine Orb drop. I got 2 separate, like, traditional juiced Magic Find Divine Orb drops. Like, just Divine Orb just dropped out of nowhere for no reason, really. Anyway, so kind of coming off the heels of some wild RNG there. So I'm betting it's going to be probably, again, a rather unlucky run. But, yeah, still blocking everything except Heist. Oh, yeah, going Shrines, too. Major differences here is going Wrath of the Cosmos, and also I'm going to be going Shaping of the Valleys with... Fortune Favors the Brave, because this is essentially an all-in altar strategy. Kind of pulling back from Essence and just going, you know, as deep as you can possibly go with altars. So we got Grand Design combined with Shaping the Valleys. That's like maximum level of pack size juicing that you can do, regardless of how you set your maps up, Scarabs, Fragments, things like that. Wrath of the Cosmos to kind of dig into increasing the rewards from all the extra altars. Of course, the altar will need to spawn with Eldritch currency rewards, otherwise I'm not getting any value out of it. So there's a lot of extra risk in here and not a whole lot of extra reward sometimes, but there are going to be some maps that are going to spawn with that reward, and it's just going to be raining Grand Eldritch Acres. Just raining them right and left, and I'm going to make so much currency when it does do that. I also kind of regrettably didn't put points into this last time. I think it would have actually been better off putting points into Conquerors for the map bosses have a 30% increased chance to drop a Conqueror map, because this is this speed running map. So essentially, it does include an aspect of invitation farming, Eater of Worlds invitation farming, and oh yeah, wow, I almost forgot to talk about this little guy right here. As in part with the theory crafting as to whether or not my build could handle it or not, this notable is going to play a pretty big role in this strategy. I think that's a lot of extra defense and a lot of extra damage and a lot of extra movement speed. It's going to help me get through the map and just kind of naturally evade some of the dangerous things. I really like how this Atlas passive tree is. It's honestly like one of my proudest Atlas passive trees I've ever made, I think. I gave it so much thought. I put so much time and effort into this. And so the way it's going to play out is I am running a shrine, a Gloom Shrine, so I'm going to get a lot of effects out of the shrine. Oh yeah, another thing very interesting is that I pulled points out of all that glitters, because there's really, in fact, with this strategy, a Covetous Shrine actually works against me. A Covetous Shrine makes you take 20% increased damage, so it's additive with the Wrath of the Cosmos debuff. And since we're going altar farming, the quantity and even rarity that I get from Covetous Shrines is not going to be that impactful. Sure, if I hit like that Jackpot Arch Nemesis monster, it would be, but I don't want to be taking extra damage on top of taking extra damage. So since I don't get any value from the small nodes, losing the Covetous Shrine is actually kind of wise in this case, believe it or not. So that is also what helped me have the extra points to spare. Let me double check here on the passive tree. Yeah, there's nothing else here. So yeah, this is definitely a beautiful Atlas passive tree. Highly recommend this strategy only for just about nobody, because the only way you'd want to do this strategy is if your character is very strong, you're very capable, and you don't need to be doing low investment strategies, really. Although at this league, maybe this is going to turn out to be amazing, because that's the thing. I was starting to kind of scratch my head on this a little bit, and I was thinking, maybe actually with this league, the way it's going with the juicing situation, this strategy might actually be good, really good. It depends a lot on how long the Grand Eldritch currency values will hold. Currently, they're at 2.5 chaos apiece, which is very nice. It's a very nice amount. Could be a little high. I mean, it was like 3 chaos apiece a couple days ago. Hopefully, by the time I finish this strategy, it'll still be over 2 chaos apiece. Oh yeah, one last thing. I pulled points out of tamper-proof because running sextants I will be running Strongbox Sextants. I'm going to already corrupt them anyway, so I kind of got those points back this way. Oh yeah, this is not an Alch Go strategy, by the way. Definitely a little bit going on here. We're going to force a Smuggler Stash on there because I don't want the maps to take any longer than they have to. It's still just about the spawning the altars, getting in and getting out. But the Smuggler Stash is free money, and that's part of why I went ahead and kept those passive points in there why they are. So I'm not trying to juice up the map or anything with Smuggler Stash, obviously. I'm just trying to get a little bit of extra free money out of there. We're going to add a Gloom Shrine. Okay, so I'm getting extra value out of the shrines. The Gloom Shrine's going to play a huge role on here. It's actually, especially when combined with the Gall, the shrine has it's basically dual purpose. It makes me kill faster, and it makes me a whole lot less likely to die, because I'm killing stuff so much more quickly and cleanly and exploding the monsters, as opposed to just killing them and their corpse laying around a strongbox. Means I essentially never have to worry about corpse explosion off of the strongboxes themselves, you know, the enraged strongboxes or whatever. And also, I'm going to be moving through the map so quickly that quite often I don't really kill everything, because, you know, like the Eldritch minions will spawn as you run by, and even with Tornado Shot, how it's amazing clear and everything, if you don't have a Gloom Shrine on and you're firing the arrows, it won't necessarily kill everything like behind you as you run by. But with the Gloom Shrine, it's far more likely to do that, because if it kills even one monster in that pack, it's going to kill them all for the most part. So it plays the role of cleanup in an amazing way, honestly. I can just tell you that from playing with that shrine so much. This strategy is going to be a definite showcasing in just how valuable the Gloom Shrine is, not just for somebody who needs it in order to enable their build to do better, but also just to show you how amazing it is even for somebody who really doesn't need it. You just see how much more efficient I become on account of this shrine, and I don't need the shrine to kill stuff, but it will just make the cleaning kills and the cleanup so much quicker. It makes things die so much faster and cleaner. I'll be way less likely to die. There will certainly be some points in this mapping experience where I will have the Gloom Shrine while simultaneously being a total paper tiger, and it will be worth its weight in gold in those times. And because I'm running the map in about 2 minutes flat, I will basically have the shrine up the entire map, pretty much. Oh yeah, the last section's right here. Increased magic pack size. That's an interesting one. I kind of mulled over which third sextant I wanted, and it finally occurred to me. Finally got my brain working a bit, and I realized that, you know what, the best thing I could do? Just increase the pack size even more, because some of the Eldritch minions that spawn as magic monsters. So that is going to be even better. And the absolute 5-brain or 5-head stuff going on is this right here. So sometimes, instead of running the pack size increase, I'm going to do instead of running magic pack size increase across the board, I'm going to run everything pack size increase when it's unidentified map, because this time it is not chisel, alch, and go. It is chisel, alch, and Valorb and go. And before I do that, I actually need to bring it down here. So I'm about to Valorb all these maps. But the Valorbs are serving a purpose because they are something, you know, they are part of an investment cost, obviously. So we should count those in there. And you can see everything is counted here. The maps, 4 Chaos apiece, it's fine. There are, oh yeah, there's 5 Divine Orbs in here. The Divine Orbs cover the cost of Fortune Favors the Brave times 100. It covers the cost of all the Sextants. The Sextants are costing me just 1 chaos per map, essentially, except for the Smuggler Stash. This is 2.5 chaos per map. This costs 10 chaos for this one. Even these elevated Sextants like this, nobody wants them. It's crazy. Like, nobody wants this. Nobody wants these pack size Sextants. Nobody's using them for anything. I think I figured out a decent way to use them, especially as cheap as they are. I wouldn't necessarily use these Sextants if they cost anything more than like their minimum value. So the fact that I'm using elevated Sextants is a bit of a luxury, because all 3 of these Sextants are not like, they're either just not popular Sextants, or they don't juice up anything beyond their regular awakened level. Consequently, they're essentially the same cost as the awakened version, just times 4 as an elevated Sextant. The Strongbox Sextants, however, are a lot more expensive once you go elevated, so we are sticking with unelevated for this. There will be a lot of strong boxes on the map. Even though I'm not using ambush, at least I get 2 more guaranteed. And ambush will spawn randomly pretty often too. In case you weren't aware, ambush strong box is actually one of the most lucrative and consequently high cost, low investment strategies there is. In fact, when it comes to like rusted scarabs, expedition I think is the most expensive one, then ambush, if I'm not mistaken. Ambush might be second. It's either second or third most expensive. It's like 2 or 3 chaos a piece. Even just the ambush rusted one is. And then like, if you try to do like gilded ambush, I think it's actually quite pricey right now. But you know what isn't pricey right now? You know what I'm really looking forward to? 5 chaos gilded divination scarabs. That just makes me laugh. Yeah, I guess the market is finally equalizing on this stuff, isn't it? Yeah, don't y'all want to see a divination card from me? You're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait. I'm gonna do this first. I promise I'm gonna get to it though. All right, so now is the check for what we're doing here. This is excellence. It's not going to count everything. I am once again going to count. Actually, I may end up with logbooks now that because I'm running Fortune Favor the Brave, I'm forcing a random mechanic on, and it actually will be Expedition occasionally because it overrides the blocking. And there are very few mechanics I will settle down and do if it does randomly spawn on there. Expedition is one of them because it's pretty intelligent to do. I'm not going to like pay attention to where the explosives go or whatever. But there's a lot that I won't do. Like I'm not going to do Metamorph. I'm not going to do Blight or something like that stuff. I'm not going to do Breach. That stuff's not worth doing without any sort of tie-in with the Alice passives. So, yes, so we got, how do I have only 99 maps? That doesn't make sense.
My mana is gone.
What? What are you doing there? What are you doing there? One wrong map. Wrong map. Hold the phone. Haha. Okay. Sorry. I swear to God, that was an accident. Okay, there it is. Now it's ready. Now you can see, well, as I was collecting maps, and of course I bought these maps. Cost me about 4 or 5 chaos to buy them. I'm already starting preloaded with 8 unidentified maps because I'm not going to identify them and then chisel them. I'm going to leave them rare and unidentified and use them with this lovely increased pack size of your unidentified map sextant. I have a total of what, 36 uses grand total. 36 uses here, and hopefully as I corrupt a whole bunch of these, I'll end up with around 36 unidentified ones. That's my hope anyway. I think I have another elevated sextant in my bank somewhere. In case that is where I need to go. All right, yeah, all right. Enough screwing around here. Let's get this going. All right, so put that down there. So we take 1790. 0.75 divided by 168. So Divine Orb's actually holding for about the past, I don't know, 48 hours or so. Right at 168 chaos per. I kind of thought they were going to fly up ahead. They kind of went up to 170 and then they fell back down briefly to 168. I don't know. Maybe too many Divine Orbs are dropping from Arch Nemesis monsters. I don't know. And I'll probably see it as well. 10.66. 10.66. Okay. 10.66 investment cost. So we'll deal with the gross net and X per hour later on in the video. And now I am free to corrupt 100 maps. I don't know what these are going to come out to. I saved this in part because obviously I want to count the Val Orbs. Oh, I just realized now I have to throw a few extra ones in here because I'm going to get some Val Temples out of this. And by the way, when I corrupt this into a Val Temple, I make money because Val Temple is worth like at least 10 chaos right now. Val Temples are actually really good. In fact, they may actually be a legit farming strategy. I don't think I'm going to make a video on those though because it's be so hard to price those items, like weird double corruption and stuff. So I did hit a couple Val Temples, so I got to pull these out. And this is just free money that I made that's just not going to, unfortunately, not going to be priced in any way. So here we just got to do a couple backups here. Wow, those rolled pretty bad, didn't they? What? How can I be out of Val Orbs? Oh, I see. So, okay. So when I cross it, all right, it pulled them out of my bank first. All right. I see. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. I now see what that did. Okay. So the reason I have Val Orb still in here is because it pulled them straight out of my stash, currency stash, instead of that for some weird reason. Don't know why it does that. Anyway, so now we're gonna see how many unidentified maps we have. Put these up clean because I'm gonna save these maps for last. I gotta keep these kind of organized with it. I don't want to run the wrong sextant, but you know this is intelligent to do. If you have this as sextant available, you should absolutely take advantage of it in this way. If pack size is just gonna play such an important role in this strategy. So this is actually really nice because this is 24 maps, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 30. Almost 30. So it's 32 there. So this actually needs to be a magic sextant then. I guess. Okay, so I think what I need to do is this. I have a particular order in which I like to run these, so I'll save these 4 last ones later on. And hopefully, a magic one, yes. Okay. There we go. This is going to work out nicely. So this is set up here. I will waste a couple sextants on here, but at least I'm not going to have to think about it anymore. It's just going to be done. Yeah, all right. A whole bunch of you guys talking in here already. Okay. I almost forgot to do this. Okay. There we go. We are beginning the strategy. Yeah, be careful about how I place these sextants in here. Some bunch of them are 16 uses. Oh yeah, I want to do something kind of funny here on the first couple maps. We're gonna see how outrageous this pack size is. Let me find a map that's just got crazy pack size. Maybe one with like 45. So if it's like 45. Yes. Okay. With Beyond. Oh, that's going to be fun. All right. 45 pack size with Beyond. Let's see how outrageously juicy this is. So we're starting this here. This is everything there. We've got Rusted Ambush. Sulphite Scarab for the notable with Packed with Energy. I'm doing Reliquary and Divination Scarab. In part because I don't want to add more mechanics. I just want to get in and out of the maps faster. And it's more about time and efficiency. But also in part because actually the Reliquary Scarab does play somewhat of a role in these juicy conversions with some of the Arch Nemesis mod roles. And then Divination Scarabs. There are Divination strong boxes that are going to spawn. And actually, I would appreciate if anybody here is smarter than me and knows whether or not Divination Altar Rewards is affected by a Divination Scarab at all. I don't imagine it is because it should be a flat % chance. But like for example, if I hit an altar that gives me 5% chance for Eldritch minions to drop Divination card, that doesn't automatically mean I'm going to have a 7.5% chance to drop them, right? I mean, I don't think it does, but there's really just no other Scarab to run here. There's just nothing else. Unfortunately, there's just nothing else. I mean, anything else I run is just something that's just going to take too much time, and we're not all about that, so okay, fortune favors the brave. Eldritch Influence, no masters. Wow, great. Now I have all these Kirac missions I'm never going to use again. I'm ready for this. I'm excited for this one. This is Grand Design, Wrath of the Cosmos. And this map... What? I can't see it because of 91... 91 pack size. The F with Beyond. All right. This could be fun, guys. I genuinely am looking forward to this. All right, yeah, enough talking. Let's do this. Can you imagine how many Eldritch minions are gonna spawn? And by the way, this has a synergy with Strongbox too. I mean, that's no joke, man. 91% increased pack size. Strongbox. I'm watching these Strongbox monsters spawn out this shit. Yo. And I don't have the extra chance to spawn an extra pack either because that's a small node and I got Grand Design which is canceling that out. So I don't even get to see that. Alright, yeah, this is Beyond. So, okay, we got the Gloom Shine. We're going. First altar. Regular currency. I really want to try and find that one essence before I blow through a bunch of altars, because that could be bad mojo. It looks like I'm not going to do that, right? I'm just going to get a bunch of altars and ruin my life here. Oh no, I spawned essence randomly at the same time. Alright, so I'm just taking a little bit more damage than I was before. It's not that bad, big deal. Nah, these aren't even worth piling into. Anyway. Alright, we're going crazy. I got a speed shrine, gloom shrine. I'm taking 75% increased damage, but I'm not running dancing with whatever it's called, so that's alright, I guess. Kind of doing things out of order because I'm scatterbrained. Oh god, alright. Oh no, I forgot to put my essences in there. Oh well. Probably better just kill them and not even mess with it. I would have loved to have corrupted that. It would have been smart, but I'm not gonna ruin all these oh really? Of course I get Shrieking Scorn. I can't corrupt. I'm not gonna ruin these shrine buffs and go back to town while I'm this squishy. Okay, I can do a Beyond boss. Nah, you know what? Not worth it. I would if he died faster, but I'm not gonna do it. Everybody knows Beyond bosses aren't worth doing right now anyway. Sorry. So at this point, right this second, I could die. I could die. Even from like one random white monster. It could happen. I think I'm still, you know, okay. I mean, I have 5 Arch Nemesis stolen buffs. Probably one of those giving me a lot of defense. Oh, but hey, there you know. What do you know? The map is done. Because that's how we do it. That's how you get in and out of the map pretty fast. And I think I... Oh, see, look, there's a whole pack of monsters I somehow missed. I don't know how they missed. Even with the Gloom Shrine on. I still tend to miss a bunch of monsters. What are you doing to me? I'm done. I'm out of here. No. Well, it's going to kill me, probably. Alright. Well, that's sad. I didn't get a single Eldritch roll on the altar. But hey, at least I survived. Didn't die. Alright, so that was a little bit of a mistake because I was supposed to put these in here like this so I can actually have some ammo against those altars. Oh yeah, going to be counting the contracts, logbooks, and oh, Conquer Influence maps, Elder Influence maps, that kind of stuff. I'm going to be counting all that stuff because I'm target farming it. So no complaints. Oh, I'm now tanky again. Yay, I can just walk right in front of the monster. It's conveniently, I am like both not doing very much damage at this moment, and I'm tanky, so, you know, it works out nice. Strongbox and Soul Thirst are like honey and oats. I mean, it is just the real beautiful combination of this crazy pack. How much pack size we got here? Oh, only 88. Sorry, I'm only repping 88. Not even 90%. That is second-rate pack size right there. You know, 2 bosses. Hey, what was I talking about? Conquer Influence map, right? So that's gonna count at whatever the price really is. By the way, where are my altars at? I've killed a bunch of... Oh, alright, there we go. Thank you. Oh, we got 2.5% chance to drop Eldritch cutscene. Look at all that cutscene already. I haven't even picked up the Gloom Shrine yet. This is gonna be a pretty good map, especially if I get some more altars. I think I've only hit 1 or 2, so I need to hit some more. I just need more that have any rolls on them whatsoever. Doesn't even matter what the rolls are. There we go. Is that my shrine? My lovely shrine. I need more Soul Eater stacks, so that's great. Just get that strong box. Just feed me Soul Eater stacks. And yeah, that's me taking a little bit of damage there. So I survived. Really need some more altars, thank you. More altars, please. Quite unfortunate to have that Eldritch altar roll and not get you know, the 4 you need to really capitalize on it. No. Why is this not? Oh. I mean, you know, at least it's upgrading them a little bit. But we're absolutely going to have some insane highlight at some point where it's just going to be just raining dollar bills on me. And that'll be fun. Oh, another corrupted Mesa map. Interesting. Well, I thought that was going to be a great map, but it turned out to be a little weak. Not terrible. This would be a great time to get Eldritch currency. I could get a lot of value out of it if I get an altar with Eldritch currency right now. I'm starting to see the altars more often though, I think. Delirious scouting report? Oh yeah, nobody wants that, right? Oh well. I'm pretty sure that was worth like nothing. Oh well. Just in the nick of time. Oh. How many buffs go? Oh, I have the echoing shrine. That's why that died like that.
My mana is gone.
This would have been one hell of a map if I had gotten that Eldritch currency altar. Getting a freak ton of mapping currency though. God. Yeah, I mean, you still get the other stuff too, even though like Wrath of Cosmos doesn't affect the other stuff. You're still getting this crazy pack size conversion and stuff. How much pack size this map have? Oh, 89. Yeah, that's a little bit. 89 pack size. Damn, it's been so long since I've seen Eldritch currency on the list. Getting wrecked. It's actually happened in my test run too, so something that's being a little bit more disappointing than I expected is not seeing, like, I don't know, maybe I had it in my head that I was going to see Eldritch currency altars like right and left almost every map. This pack size, but not really happening. Oh, isn't that worth something? Mortal Resolve, I think. What is that? Oh no, it's 2 chaos. Again, when will you get Mage Blood? I don't want Mage Blood. I do want Apothecary cards, so I'll get some of those, but I'm not going for Mage Blood. That item is crap. For what I like to do, it's not any good. Wait, what? Did I see a beam shoot out of that guy? Ah, it was. Ha! Ha! No! I missed it. 86%. Well, that was an 8-mod corrupted map, so I had a lot of extra mojo going on for me, but still didn't get lucky. Divine, little unlucky. Usually, when if I kill one of those monsters in an 8-mod corrupted map with all that extra quantity and rarity, even without a color or whatever, I still usually see a divine orb. But I got unlucky, rolled exalted. So now, yeah. Oh well. There you go, highlight reel. Not all highlights are equal, I guess. Sitting on 2 exalted orbs, 0 divine orbs. Let's do this. Oh, all max res. I didn't see the thing about max res, but I did see the thing about charge. That sucks. Moving the charges. I don't care though, because I already thought Headhunter is still way too powerful anyway. I'm thinking exactly the way Balor makes things. You know, when the changes came down the pipe last league for the Headhunter, every other content creator was like, "Oh my God, they just ruined Headhunter. It's garbage, no more." And oh my God, its price tanked. Remember how far it went down to like 30 chaos or 30 exalt or something. And then Balor Mage is like the first one that came forward with videos like, "Dude, you guys just are stupid. Like it's not nerfed. It's actually buffed." You know what's actually buffed though is 5% Eldritch currencies in this map. So this is already going to be like, this is already guaranteed to be a good map, even if I don't get any other altars. But dude, if I get a couple more altars early on in this map, I can't wait.
My mana is gone.
Show me the altars.
I'm
I
not
mean, a lot
up
of
to
them are going to
levels
be
yet.
duplicated Grand Eldritch either way, so look at that. Look at that. Oh my God, I got another altar. Oh, and 1.8. What? This is 6.8% chance to drop Grand Eldritch. Oh man, I hit the 4. This is the jackpot map right here. Watch this, my guys. This is, I'm going to get like 40 Grand Eldritch. This map is basically going to be at least a Divine Orb in Eldritch currency. This is great. Oh yeah, all day long right here. This is great. This is what I came here for right here. One of these 2.5 chaos. Everyone, more. Every pull has Grand Eldritch. Every single pull. Finally hit a pull. It didn't. Oh my God. Now I'm gonna get myself killed right here. Oh yeah, actually sooner than I thought, because I thought I'd at least get to interface with the essence before that. All right, so I think I have 5 altars on me, so this is a little bit sketch, but I think it'll be fine. I've done almost most of that. It's like drop from nowhere. You know what's crazy is like you get Wrath of the Cosmos also counts for like any source of, I believe it does anyway. I'll need to double check that actually. Any source. Yeah, all sources of Eldritch currency. So even if like I get Eldritch currencies from a strong box of all things, it's still giving it to me, duplicated in Grand. I can't wait to see how many I got. Okay. Oh my God. I actually low-key was hoping that wouldn't happen, because I was like, wait a minute. Probably just count my blessings and go home on this. What? Oh, okay, he's dead. Well, by golly, that was a fun map. That was actually a very fun map. And you know what? I'm going to make sure I scout everything on this map, because there's a chance something's still alive here. Something might spawn right here. Or, yeah, okay, there's... What? Look at that. Flame Strider and something? Okay, I win. I win the fight, even with like 200% damage taken. Oh, look at this. 10. Gives your altars a better chance. The problem with Dunes is you can't... Yeah, the boss is fairly predictable, but you can't like get to the boss without having to like essentially clear a third of the map to get to him. So it's kind of annoying in that way. Oh my God. So much loot. Got this ultra low investment strategy. This is like super. This is 11 chaos per map. 11 chaos per map. I'm literally going to like make the screenshot right here. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, especially if this comes out good.
My mana is gone.
Oh, look at that. There's rain everywhere. Oh shit.
I'm not up.
More chance to spawn. Now, look at this loot. Look at it. What? This is just straight up good. That is some frickin' loot. Oh my god. All day long. Wow. And we're not done yet, but still getting a bunch of grands. I'm gonna have like 30 grands out of this one or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. Another tiny, tiny pack size map. Teensy tiny. Oh, tunnels blueprint. Hello. I'm not even checking if these are revealed or not. Does it? If a blueprint is fully revealed, does it come out as a star by chance? I don't even know what it looks like. Unless I just check the text, obviously. Oh wow, 3 altars already. What are we doing? What are we doing? We gotta get in here. I'm gonna die from this boss. I actually can't let this boss hit me right now. He would likely kill me. Well, that is a good drop. Wow. Wow, that's the second Cortex I've found actually doing this map. But this one. Actually, Cortex is not even worth that much anymore. What was it, like 0.7 or 0.8? I think it used to be like 3x back in the day. My, how the mighty have fallen. But it's exciting, obviously. It's exciting. It's like the best map you can get. I need some shrines. There we go. Now I need some shrines. Do I have altars without realizing it? Good altars? Or am I just getting really lucky drunk? Whoa. Don't do that. Oh, wow, another hit on the essence. Hello. Oh my god. I must have hit an Eldritch. I don't remember hitting it though. When it's just raining currency for no reason at all. I guess it's just raining currency. The game we play. Completely undeserved. I am super paper tiger right now though. I'm still leveling too. That's the interesting thing. I must just be getting better at playing the build. Either that or these boots are incredible because that's the only thing that's really changed. Alright, here we go. This is a little bit serious. I'm gonna make sure I don't fail this. Oh, thank God. Oh, I got 9 seconds on the diamond shrine. One monster only one of those monsters didn't fall over completely at the blink of an eye. Oh. Wow. Lame death is lame. That was the lamest death. I'm actually kind of scared to die. What? And again. They did something. They did something different. Sometimes I can't attack. Like it makes my character just run instead of attack. Like force move. I don't know what's doing that. This is Lunaris Touched. Oh shit. Last mob on the map. It's free money. Not even hard. Ha! Yeah. 1 divine and 2 exalts. There it is.
I'm not up to that just yet.
There it is. Was this another garbage map? Yeah, of course. This was a low quantity, low rarity map again. Oh well. Got ourselves, so I've now, look, I've only done 25 maps. I've already seen a Solaris touched and Lunaris touched monster each. And gotten way more Exalts and Divines, of course, but, alright, my friends, it is time to take a look and see how much currency we made. Even still, at this point, I'm not, I don't have my mind wrapped around how much I made quite as well as I usually do. Very hard to estimate. I'm not even going to throw a number out there. I'm going to just discover it with you guys. Please take a look at the inventory section. This is all items that were not included in the Excellence tab window. It's a lot of stuff there. So I'm going to tell you how I'm going to break this down. Conqueror maps I'm doing for 25 chaos a piece. And that is actually basically exactly what they're worth. And then... let's see, so that's going to be, kind of put this down here. So that's going to be 125 chaos worth of Conquer Influence map. The Elder maps are about 15 chaos a piece. I think they're actually worth a bit more than that right now, but just kind of do that. I got a logbook here because I actually did do Expedition whenever it spawned randomly. It is actually worth doing randomly. And I did get a few reroll currencies, but, you know, I'm not spec'd into Expedition anyway. You can see it's pretty obvious that this Expedition logbook is worth at least 30 chaos a piece. And there's only one there. Now, blueprints and contracts. Actually, let's start with contracts first. So every single contract right here in my inventory is Deception, and they're selling apparently for 10 to 11 chaos a piece. Now, it went up quite a bit. Last time I counted them only for 6 chaos a piece. I'm going to up that to 8. So still being super conservative. They were just, like, if I threw all these into my 8 chaos price range in game, they would just, I'd get spammed for them probably. But I'm just going to count them for 8. And once again, I'm not even going to count all the perception or lockpicking or counter thaumaturgy or whatever it is. And don't really know how to say that word. Yeah, so we got 24. So we're going to add this in here. We got 24 times 8. And that is more we're doing here. And again, the reason I'm counting all of these things is all of these things are things I targeted farmed, except for the logbook. So I'm not target farming logbooks, but logbooks, you know, it's so obviously reliable currency value that it'd be ridiculous not to count it for anything. And let's see, we got some blueprints now. So blueprints last time I counted at 12 chaos a piece. They've also gone up on average. Now the replica, like a 3-winged replica room, is probably not quite worth 16 chaos a piece, but on average, you know, between all these unusual gems and everything, these are going to be worth at least 16 chaos a piece, I think. And I believe that's still being quite conservative. And if I'm not mistaken, most of them were unusual gems as well. And we have 10 times 16. But I'm actually going to minus 16 here and count that as 144. And the reason I'm doing that is because one of them, right here, is fully revealed. So I did manage to get a fully revealed one, and that is going to happen, you know, when you're hitting this many smuggler stashes. And you can see it right there, 4 out of 4 wings revealed. It's worth at least. Consulted with the community here on live chat, and they all, I think, pretty well agree that it's worth at least 50 chaos. Fully revealed. It was expected that I'd probably get 1, maybe 2 fully reveals in here. There was another thing I should mention that a commenter made in the last video that I think was a wise comment, and he said, you know, my results from the last video may be a bit skewed on the up end because I set the threshold for 2 chaos and was still counting Screaming Essences, and I didn't go ahead and transform all the Screaming Essences into Shrieking Essences. So I agree with that statement and have decided this time to go ahead and vendor all the Screaming Essences into Shrieking, and I also up the threshold to 3 chaos on the back end on Expedition, so it's not going to see anything worth less than 3 chaos. Okay, so that is all of the extra stuff. Or no, it's not. It's not all the extra stuff. I almost forgot one thing very important. Something very, very important here. Okay, so I feel like my RNG was pretty lousy, actually, for this run. For example, you know, I just got so many altars. It's unbelievably high number of altars. Got tons of like divination altars, gem altars. I didn't find a single high value divination card. I didn't find a single exceptional support gem, even though I found 2 enlightens this league already, with on much fewer altars than this. So, you know, I just want to get that out there so you don't think that, you know, this RNG was pretty crazy. I think this was a pretty consistent farm. Definitely had some ups and downs with the Grand Eldritch currency. I guess it was kind of on average. I think, honestly, though, I think if anything, it was kind of below average. With the exception of one thing. I definitely did get lucky on one thing, and that is in the memory drops. These are new things here, and unfortunately, you can see Excellence can't, Awakened PoE cannot even detect that. You can check this online now, and you'll see they're worth about 80 chaos apiece. And I did, because I'm so unfamiliar with this item, I did go ahead and, in between sessions, attempt to at least put it, I put it for trade for 80 chaos, because I was curious if I'd even get a whisper for it. And I did get a whisper, you know, a few minutes later. So I can confirm this is selling for, at the time, 80 chaos apiece. They were selling for like 40 chaos apiece just 2 days ago. So I don't know what's going on with this item. I guess there's some sort of secret strategy with beast farming or something going on, but apparently these are really hot. ANR, only ANR, so not any of the other ones, just ANR is super valuable. So this is like the one thing that I got lucky on with the entire run. So I'm gonna add 240 chaos in here. Seems perfectly reasonable to me to add that in this case. So we got 144, adding these all together, and these are going to be bonus on top of what I earned that you can see. So you can see there's essentially about 826 chaos added to the whatever Excellence says. So let's see what Excellence says, and let's make sure that it is reset properly. I think it's still there. And of course, we're going to go through and kind of check the price point of these Eldritch currencies, because we don't want that to be skewed in any major way. So I see 5,760. So I'm going to add that here. 5,767. 32. Okay, so that is a gross. And if we take, I'm still counting these at 168 per. So you can see there's a gross of 39.25 divine orbs. Now the investment cost was a bit higher. It was about double what the Alch Go strat was. Still very low for 100 maps. And, or sorry, it was more than double, I think. So it was yeah, so the net is 28 divines, about 28 divine orbs overall. And let's go ahead and see what the, actually before we do that, let's go through and make sure that Excellence is right. So you can see here the target farm, the big target farm, was obviously going to be Grand Eldritch Ichors. And it says the price point is down, but it's kind of gone up a little bit here. And so these have been around 2.5, at least 2.5, between 2.5 and 3 chaos apiece for past few days. Currently 2.69. I think that's a fair price. I'm not going to adjust anything crazy there, but 493 definitely sounds good. I mean, that's five of these per map on average, right? And then Awakened Sections 211. Surprised how many of those got way more map-based currencies. All these altars seem to be weighted pretty heavily in favor of spawning for map currencies. And Awakened Sextants was a huge drop there. And, you know, they're still not worth all that much, about 1.5 chaos apiece, but okay. 4 Screaming Essences, of course, that's going to be about on average. And here's a little bit of a surprise, 78 Mesa maps. So I don't have Singular Focus on, and I do have, I think, 11 out of the 12 favorited slots for Mesa. But I'm actually surprised it's almost self-sustained, just from the sheer pack size. I think I probably even had a couple maps that actually cracked 100% pack size increase, which is pretty wild. You think about it. Orbs of Unmaking, like Awakened Sextants, so, you know, huge number of them dropped, and that's going to be a lot of value there. So the total value that I got from map-based currencies was higher than anticipated for sure. There wasn't a highlight reel, 1 raw Divine Orb, and I'm a bit salty about that because, again, stated in the earlier part of the video, 16 map test run, 5 raw Divine Orbs. 100 map real runs, 1 Divine Orb. Who wouldn't be salty with something like that? But anyway, yeah, we'll just leave that where it is. Because, of course, we're going to scroll down and see how many Exalted Orbs I got. Apparently, I actually have 134 Chaos worth of Cartographer Chisel. Now, of course, I'm not going to sell these because I'm just going to use them over time. So, but they are indeed worth something in enormous bulk. And they're actually worth a lot more than this in enormous bulk, I think. Next, we have Lesser Elder. And so this is, yeah, 0.91. That actually sounds quite low. My goodness, that sounds really low. Hold on a second here. Let me see. That almost sounds alarmingly low. Let me go in and check this here. Yeah, that's not actually accurate. You can see here that the real bulk selling price is around 1.3, 1.4 per, but this thing is showing less than 1 per. So that is absolutely inaccurate. Greater Eldritch being about 2. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm going to let it go because it's only 142. They're not making an enormous difference in this test run, so I'm going to let this go, and we're not going to adjust that farmer price. Yes, somebody in the chat asked, why do you have a mirror in your inventory? Because I dropped one on day 6 of the league. Cortex. 1 Cortex. Cortex, just not what it used to be. 110 Chaos. Okay, not that impressive. Almost 1 raw Chaos per map drop. Here we go. Here's a nice one. Check this out. Comprehensive scouting reports. Look at that increase. People are definitely wanting to buy this, and it is actually worth more than 7 Chaos a piece. It's worth about 9 or 10 Chaos a piece if you check the pricing on that. I've never used one, but apparently it is good, and part of the cool things about this strategy is that I went ahead and just kind of threw some extra points into scouting reports. I basically have all the scouting report related Atlas passives, and I do find quite a few of those over time. Gem cutters, okay, I guess. Then we got some Scarabs. Of course, Scarab altar is a big thing. Then we start to see some of the essences in here. 4 raw Exalted Orbs. Yep, salty as ever. Salty as ever. Got some more essences, some of the higher tier essences. 32 gem cutters. Wow, yeah. Notice the absolute lack of divination cards. Not a single, like, let me actually go through it here. I'm dead curious on exactly what the actual highest value single divination card I found in this entire run, because I think it's unbelievably poor. Oh my goodness, I'm having to go all the way down. Monochrome too. I even found 2 of those. Yeah, basically I think like Monochrome, the Void, and Chaotic Dispositions were basically the absolute top tier best divination cards I found. And, you know, I found an Academic last test run, and I have way fewer altars with that too. So, again, just driving the point home, RNG a little bit all over the place, but if anything, a little bit low, I think. All right. There's the rest of it. You can kind of see how it's all here. Quite a few just kind of single maps in here. The maps do sell. Still sell all right. And that's everything. You see nothing worth less than 3 chaos in total. Okay. So it checks out. 28.585 divided by... Oh, how much time did this take? It took me a little longer, actually. It took me about 5.5 hours to do this. So I was a little bit... I was a little bit disappointed. It took me longer. I'm not really sure exactly why. You know, it may be because I did stop to kill legions and expeditions, and probably wasted a little bit of time on random time on like Abyss or something. Do like 1 round of it. Really not worth doing. I definitely didn't. I didn't even see any breaches actually. But because even though I have stuff
My
blocked,
mana is
because
gone.
I'm using Fortune Favors the Brave, it overrides the blocks. So you're
I'm not
still
up to that
throwing
just yet.
things on there. In fact, that is strange. I didn't see a single Legion. I mean a single Breach. I don't remember seeing a single Breach spawn from Fortune Favors the Brave. Isn't that strange? So there's a total, about 5 to 6 divines per hour. I was expecting a little better. I was thinking it would be 5 on the absolute low end, if I had to guess up front, and I was thinking it would be up to maybe 8 at the very high end, 8. But again, I had never done a Wrath of the Cosmos strategy, so I really wasn't even sure how many of those Eldritch currencies I'd find. I figured I'd find more than one raw divine orb, you know. But anyway, that's what it is. So we're going to call this 5 to 6 divines an hour. I think that's accurate enough for if you do this in 5.5 hours. And the big interesting, or the most interesting takeaway for me moving forward, because one of the big reasons I did this farm is because I'm considering doing Wrath of the Cosmos next league early, like super early. And this is still my league start character. Now, the investment is about double what it is in the build guide. So currently sitting around 40x investment. Obviously, I wouldn't have 40x worth of gear on like day 2 or whatever. But I could potentially sort of power through the rough times of dying with Wrath of the Cosmos. And I think I had mentioned earlier in the video that I think I said something to the effect of, I know I'm not going to level or even make progress leveling. Well, you can see there, my bar definitely moved forward. It not only moved forward, but it took an entire lap around. I actually did level to 96 from 95 doing this, and that's the craziest thing. That was the most unexpected result from this test farm. And, you know, it's not like I died less often than Alch Go. I definitely died around the same amount of time. I don't know, maybe I did die less often, which is kind of crazy. But, you know, my gear hasn't changed a whole lot in recent times. I have gotten a little more chaos resistance, so that's one thing. That is nice. But how in the world did I successfully level from 95 to 96 doing Wrath of the Cosmos build? Because I should have just, you know, died faster than I leveled. So my conclusion with this is that when you throw maps in that are resulting in something like 90% increased pack size, that's a lot of extra experience we're getting from the map. And that is the big takeaway. I definitely noticed my progress increasing more rapidly with this farm than the Alch Go, like significantly. So not because, you know, I'm throwing in a whole bunch of mechanics that were giving more experience, but just going from like 50% increased pack size to like 90% increased pack size. It's just a lot more. A lot more. Wow. So that gives me a great deal of hope, actually. The fact that my character was able to withstand Wrath of the Cosmos terrifically, you know, bar none. I guess, you know, speaks volumes for the build. Speaks volumes for the strategy. So that is kind of the biggest thing I'm excited about the strategy. Not so much about the currency returns, but about the fact that this can be pulled off with a character like mine, and potentially with, you know, much worse gear than I have, where I could, you know, die more often and power through it. Not care about the leveling, but only care about getting the Eldritch currency when they're worth, I don't know, like 10 chaos apiece on day 2 or day 3. So I'm really seriously thinking about trying this in the start of next league. So maybe you guys are too after seeing this. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I think that's about the last of this video. So as promised, I'm going to immediately spec out of this and spec into juicing for Crimson Temple. And I may in fact do the exact same strategy I did for the 1000 Crimson test run. Now obviously I can't choose domination on the map device. We choose ambush on the map device, I think, but that may very well be the only difference. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about if I'm going to include a delirium mirror sextant or not, but I still got some thinking about to do, and I'm going to test a little bit off stream to see how it goes. Yeah, so I know that's the one people really want to see, and of course I want to see too. So as always, if you have any questions, leave a comment down below, and if not, then I will see you next time, the next video. Check me out live on Twitch because I'm going to be on a lot in the next week or two. Okay, bye for now.